Hey guys, so we're here in Barcelona with the Alinghi Red Bull racing team. In this video we're going to show you behind the scenes. We're here on day 2. Yesterday we had a really cool day. I was talking to some of the Power Group members about watts, how they train and what they have to perform on the boat. And then we had a really cool time with the Red Bull athletes, Fanny Smith and Joanna and Anouk, talking about training and beach volleyball. Yeah, I'll take you along and I hope to bring you some insights about sailing, but also, of course, all behind the scenes. We are here with Terry Schier, one of the members of the Power Group. Well, first, maybe can you explain a little bit how it works? Like you sit in the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
When do you have to put really hard powers?
There is 8 people on the boat. 4 are what we call normal sailors, so they drive the boat or they trim the sails. And the other 4 guys, we are powering everything that is above the water, so the mast and the 2 sails. So every time the sails is moving, we need to power it. So it means there's an hydraulic system and we're basically pushing oil, so the oil allows the sails to move. It's very basic, but it requires a little bit of coordination between us. We work together as a group.
So how do you communicate?
So it's really interesting because we have a communication system. So we hear everything what the trimmers and the helmsmen say. If we turn or if we do a maneuver, they do a countdown and we know that we have to push at a certain stage of the maneuver. Yeah. But between us, we almost never talk. We can talk, but we don't because we maybe pedaling at like 170 or 180 BPM, so it's very intensive. And a race is around 25 minutes. The moment the boat is starting to move to the moment we cross the line, we are pedaling full speed, I would say. Yeah.
So how does it look like? You need to power more in certain times. What's your watts, like the average, and then what's your peaks?
On 30 minutes, we will be close to 400 watts. We do some small break of 2-3 seconds sometimes, but most of the time we are at a base of 400 watts and we do peaks above 1000 watts during the maneuver, stuff like that. So it's a very dynamic effort. You need a very high threshold, I would say, but still be able to push very high and recover at your threshold. So it's I would say it's close to a maximal effort, and obviously the more tack we do, the more jibe, so the maneuver, the more difficult it is. And we can see that sometimes when we are fighting with another boat, you can see one of the boats who's dropping in performance because they don't provide enough power anymore. So the sails are moving slower, so the boat is going slower. And that's where the difficulty is for us, is to be able to provide the right amount of energy at the right time. And it's a very team effort, because the guy that use the sails, they don't have unlimited power, because of the power we have is what we have in our legs. So
you have to be efficient.
Exactly, they have to play with what we have, and at the same time we have to perform our best every time. So sometimes there's a lot of wind, sometimes it's very flat and easy, I would say. So it's very interesting and very active on board.
So how can I imagine, like, how long is one of the max effort, and how many max efforts do you do in one of the races?
I would say, so a race is basically 3 laps, going upwind, downwind, 3 times. So the most difficult part is the Berroway, so when we round up the top gate and the bottom gate, because it's a very, you go from upwind to downwind or downwind to upwind, and that's where you have to ease or to trim the sail the maximum. So I think the most intense effort, a short burst we can have, is around 1 minute. And sometimes you have to be close to 800 watts to the best guy, maybe 1000 watts for 1 minute, which is
that's hard. I don't think I could do 1000. I could maybe do 800, but for like 5 seconds or 10.
Yeah,
so.
But I think the profile are very different, because you come from a very, the endurance you need in an Ironman is a bit different than what we need here, because here the goal is to have the maximum power. It's not related to your body weight. So most of my colleagues are 100 kilo. I'm one of the lightest because I come from cycling. But yeah, so your power related to your body weight on the boat doesn't bring anything.
Yeah.
So
So you have to be strong.
Yeah. So I think the perfect profile for a cycler or power group member is a guy coming from rowing, because you know they're quite heavy, they have a lot of power and also a very good endurance. So.
Yeah. So that means you have that 1 minute effort, and that you do that. You have the 3 loops, so six
legs, yeah.
Yeah, so 6 times 1 minute all out, pretty much.
No, a bit
or
more.
even
I
more.
would say
okay.
between 20 or 30 high reps of pushing more than 600, 700 watts for 30 seconds.
Okay. When would you feel the lactate after, like, how many reps?
Ah, yeah, you feel it
straight away.
Yeah. Straight from the beginning, because the race, just before we cross the line, it's called the pre-start. So there is a kind of a battle with the other boat to cross the line in first. So basically you're trying to chase your opponent or to escape him. And in those moments you do a lot of maneuver. And the more maneuver you do, the more intensity. So sometimes the most difficult part of the race is at the beginning. So it just kind of smash you, smash your legs, smash your body just before entering the race. And then it's just a matter of surviving, recovering, and being able to perform.
Yeah. So what would be like a key session for you guys?
We mainly do it indoor on a watt bike.
Yeah.
We do a lot of 30-second rep, 30 times 30. At the highest pace we can do, and we also do a lot of threshold, to be able to recover during high intensity, still having a strong base, but still having the power to perform those bursts of energy we need. So yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks so much. It was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I wish you all the best for today and tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll be cheering.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just had the special honor to ring the bell with my Red Bull teammates to celebrate the dockout. It was really cool also to meet the female team. They are having the races in October. I'll be definitely cheering for them. It was great to meet these athletes as well, and to see also how excited they are that they are able to race at the biggest stage. The crew is out there now, and we're going to hop on a boat to watch the race from the rooftop.
So how's the experience of watching your first boat race?
It's pretty cool. It's super impressive to have 180 people being involved for this project for like 2 years here in Barcelona, and you can really feel that team vibe. It's really nice being here with some other athletes, with Fanny and also Joanna and Anouk. It's pretty cool, like I would say sailing rookies, so we're learning a lot. I think day 1 is a wrap. We're going to head back to the base, have maybe a bit of a splash in the ocean and nice team evening, and then we'll be back for day 2 tomorrow. Getting a super special tour here, having the insights on how they test the quads, but also how they built the mast, how do you call it? The mast. And it's super impressive. The cords can hold 12 tons. They're made out of Daniela, so it's the most strong material you can get, and also it can bend but not stretch, because you need to have the control over the sails. It's really cool to see how the engineers and all the technical team is up to the best material. All the Red Bull athletes who visited were able to sign, so big honor to be on that wall. So now we're going into the secret testing room where we can unfortunately not take you. So it's all top secret.
So right behind you is the shed, and we just got the secret tour. What was the most important or interesting thing?
I think the foils are probably the ones they want to really keep secret. They build it, they're allowed to have 3 foils. It's the most important part to be fast. What I really didn't know is about the water, like when it's a certain pressure, it gets super hot. So what happens to the foils, they're touching boiling water because they go so fast and have so much pressure. So they need to be a material that can resist the hot water and not, of course, have any impact on the form. How the foil touches the water is super important. So how they shape it was really impressive. And I was asking if they're allowed to go in not like a wind tunnel, like to test it in the water. And it's actually forbidden to do like a water flume. So that was really interesting. I thought they would be able to do that. So that makes it even harder to design a foil that's actually to know how it reacts. So it's, yeah, the engineering is just, it's absolutely fascinating. And to see the parallels as well to riding. I mean, it's just all about testing, and also trying new things. And then they have to test it out in the sea. So yeah, it's super impressive, and definitely a lot of smart thinking goes into this. Danke vielmals, war mega spannend. The highlight today is going to be that we're able to be on the boat, so we're going to watch the race live, really close on the boat. So really looking forward to that. Okay, so we're heading back to the dock. It was a super exciting day for Alinghi Red Bull Racing. We got 1 point, which was really important. I hope you enjoyed the video. We tried to get you some insights about the cyclists, but also about the team. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks so much to Red Bull Switzerland for making this trip in such a short notice possible. It was really a special weekend and an amazing experience to learn so much about sailing. So yeah, look forward to more adventures. I'll keep you posted, and I hope you enjoyed watching.